Criminal teen heart transplant recipient dies in police chase. A Georgia teen with a checkered criminal past, who happened to be a recipient of a controversial heart transplant, died Tuesday after fleeing police following a crime spree. It all started at Perimeter Mall when 17-year-old Anthony Stokes of Decatur stole a car and drove to Roswell, about 12 miles away. He arrived at this home on Hembury Road, where he kicked in the door, drew a gun, and shot the elderly homeowner inside. Stokes then fled the scene of the failed robbery, leading police on a high-speed chase. With officers trailing, Stokes lost control of the car. Witnesses told WSB-TV they saw the vehicle spin out of control, striking a 33-year-old woman who was crossing the street, sending her flying through the air. The car crashed into a pole, ending the chase and his life. 2 years ago, Stokes made international news when the then-dying 15-year-old was denied a heart transplant because, according to doctors, he had, quote, a history of non-compliance. Stokes suffered from dilated cardiomyopathy, in which the heart's main chamber, the left ventricle, fails to pump enough blood. At the time of the transplant, Stokes told reporters he viewed the operation as an opportunity to start over. But that never happened, and it seems he instead lived and died over his criminal acts.
Anti-Afro Spengalis. Talk about an ingrate. This is it. We know all about it. We know about the implosion. Oh my God, I got Ebola. I got typhoid fever. Somebody's talking about they have a new grandchild, or they got a new job. Their favorite sports team won. It's a jolly good time. We're laughing on a panel. Hi, everybody. I got Castleman's disease and Legionnaires and Ebola and C-19 and typhoid fever, monkeypox and bubonic plague. Oh my God. I'm on kidney dialysis. And damn it, smoking, kipping and playing. You ain't about shit. I can't believe this. Is this real? Is this real? A Pyru with the snow bunny. I can't do this anymore. This can't be in any way serious, people. This has to be some sort of joke. What do they say, a play? It can't be real. Somebody robs a place that has no business. This is too much. It's entirely too much. And the idiot thinks I'm going to actually get up somewhere and have a conversation. I don't give a shit. But keep on making your threats. Keep making your threats. We're documenting what you're saying. The chicken shit taking down the content. Take the content down. This is some Carrie Ann bullshit. Snatching down content. What gang member makes threats and snatches it down? First off, they're not going to be on no damn YouTube. They don't need in the news report to figure out who stole from a damn store or supposedly stole. If it really happened, they're not going to go to no cops. No gang member is going to go to the cops or go to no newscaster. They're going to find out who stole from that store. That's it. They know how to get it done. They know how to get the information. Why do you think the cops go to those on the other side of the law? Because they have the information. The police can't solve anything without the community. Duh. Gonna go on some damn newscast. Stop it. This is some crazy shit. And they expect us to sit here and take this shit seriously. Then when you don't take it seriously, he starts violating the law by making threats. I know one damn thing. Guess who's having a jolly good time this season like we always do? We had success last holiday season. We had success this holiday season. And we had success all other holiday seasons when these freaks, these savages and underbellies start acting the fool, trying to ruin everyone's holiday, and it never works. We have a double celebration. December 4th was when that freak, Social Security thief, Antonio Johnson, got his ass fired for violating the law. And December 4th, what do we have coming up for Dumpsey D-Derell, who's under that 9-count indictment for healthcare fraud and aggravated identity theft? December 4th, we're giving all these gifts. We are the ones being blessed. Call us all the names you want. It's not going to work. Let's get something straight here. Where are the spring chickens in and around the Umar Johnson sector? And the one complaining the most about calling me old is on Medicare. Isn't Medicare old folks insurance? I'm not on no Medicare. I'm not old enough to get on Medicare. Here on the old folks insurance. They calling me old. It's so stupid. Okay, let me put this in perspective. The term old folks, that's not my term. I am just illustrating this is what these subjects use, the term old folks. And this is the funny part about it. Just like the situation with Carrie Ann. She was running around calling me all these names. I didn't even mention myself when I filed a complaint. Her statements violate code of conduct. That's the priority, not me. Medicare is for people who are 65 and up. That's an option for those who are 65 and up. If someone has a different type of insurance and they're happy with it, they can keep that insurance. Medicare guarantees when you get a certain age that you will not go without health care. You got to be 65 and up or have a catastrophic health condition. Either way it goes, you got to put the paperwork in. So once again, we're revisiting the asinine, the ridiculous, the desperate, trying to put shit on me that doesn't even apply. You have these subjects who are 20, 30 years plus younger than me with these catastrophic health conditions. And that could be for any number of reasons. That could be hereditary. That could be resulting from the way they live their life, their conscious decisions. It could be just something that happens. There aren't always cause-effect situations for everything that happens. But yes, we have seen over and over these subjects with these serious health issues. They're taking hard, dangerous drugs. They're drinking themselves to death. And they want to turn around and say that me or those I rock with are in their situation when their system is totally compromised based on their conditions. And they want somebody else to be in their shoes. I'm not in your shoes. You should see all the health conditions these subjects have. I would not trade years for the health conditions that these subjects run around crying about. Nobody says I have to feel sorry for anybody because I do know those, especially ones with chronic health conditions. Not everybody. There are those, specifying those with chronic health conditions, use those conditions to manipulate others. And they try to harass and intimidate other people out of speaking the truth about them. So no matter what their behavior is, they can do what they want, but don't you dare talk about me because I've got a chronic condition. It makes no difference to me whether the condition is actual, it's true, it's verified, or whatever you want to say about being authenticated, or they're perping. It doesn't make any difference. No one can use that issue to shut me up. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to say it. It's irrelevant what someone else's medical condition is. And it bothers them to an extreme because they're trying to give everybody else their drug dependency issues, their alcohol dependency issues, just any and everything. They want to try to say other people have the condition. They're using dangerous drugs. They're using drugs that are illegal where they live, and they try to put that on everybody else. That's not going to work. Nobody's going to come knocking on my door behind any bullshit that these subjects are doing. They are the ones who are getting in trouble. Just like Dumpsey, D-Derell, it doesn't matter. Let me reemphasize what condition anybody claims to have or actually does have. I'm going to call this shit out when I decide to call the shit out, not on anybody else's timeline or terms other than mine. They actually think these names are going to make a difference, but actually what these names represent, the old, the bored, the desperate, the lonely, the failure, the frustration, that's how they feel. Everything they feel, they're trying to put it on others. And they ramp it up every holiday season. They fail every single time. We got the best gift this holiday season. You can't do anything about it. Dumpsey, D-Derell, Spears, 9-count indictment, healthcare fraud, identity theft. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. You can't do anything to destroy the holidays. It has been solidified real early in the game. It's been solidified at the very earliest point of the holiday season. I start the holiday season October 1st. So there ain't nothing else gonna top this. Criminal charges. Antonio Johnson also committed criminal offenses. And I believe we don't know the extent of his criminal offenses. And then here's on YouTube telling people to continue to do what they were doing. So we need to find out where he's working. And it better not be law enforcement. It better not be no damn law enforcement gig. I haven't looked into it, but I'm going to look into it, especially since he's encouraging people to continue to attack other people, innocent people. This idiot lost everything, credentials and a job, and came back hooking up with the same folks that he followed over the edge and got his ass fired and his probation certification revoked. It's too late. We've already captured the season. Nothing can top this 9-count indictment. I knew something was going to come down the pike about Dumpsey D-Derell. It wasn't until a few months later I started getting the inside that the wheels were turning. They were putting grease on the operating parts and it was coming down. So they can get together and call any name they want. The frustration level is off the chart. The frustration is for those subjects. The failure is for those subjects. The desperation and loneliness and boredom is for those subjects. They try to put it on us, but who's following who around? If someone is lonely, bored, and desperate, wouldn't they be the one following targets around? It makes a lot of sense that somebody's following you, talking about you every damn live stream and every day, following you to other chats, trying to hit up the host of those chats to pressure them into kicking you to the curb. Who's got the lonely, bored, and failure and frustration problem? The stalkers do. And they've always have had these traits because obviously they're existing in heavy duty form offline. So here they come online trying to act like what's happening in their life offline isn't happening. Go right ahead. It's not going to change the fact that Dumpsey D-Derell has his ass under a 9-count indictment and Antonio Jackass got fired. And let me find out where he's working right now. And it better not be law enforcement. I'll say it again. That's not going to continue. Nothing that happened before is going to happen again. We're going to nip it in the bud. If we got to get the news media in on this, we'll do that. You're not going to harass me on no damn YouTube. And I don't know anybody that I'm dealing with who's going to allow themselves to be harassed because they're doing content on YouTube. Can't make up any lies to stick. Can't make up any lies. We have the facts. We have the goods. We have the 411. We got the inside. Those subjects do not. Who the hell would trust those subjects? Mona De Leon had to go and bust into the Social Security information to get some information. Didn't get it all because she don't have access to Internal Revenue Service records. Go to the Internal Revenue Service and sign up for online access and see what they take you through. This is what we're doing now, folks. It's a new day. The frustration of the criminals the slanderers, the harassers, the abusers. They're trying to amp up their methods, but they're trying to isolate their targets to a small section of their own people, thinking they're not going to go outside and get the authorities in, not to get the authorities involved. Like hell, we won't. They can go ahead and keep dealing with the fools they're dealing with who don't give a shit. There are those of us who do care about making sure our rights are protected all day, every day. We will get to the bottom of it. We're not chasing any of these fools around. We're not going to be answering dumbass questions. We're going to be handling business. Listen, folks, always, certainly, more to come. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.